Oh, right, this is the part where I say things. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Crit and Miss, as you know, that's the channel you're at, so you must already know that. I'm assuming, unless you just like flicking past. Either way, it's time for some more D&D. We have Vecna, Eve of Ruin for you all. I'm Mark, I'll be the Dungeon Master, and here we are with our regular cast of misfits. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Vecna.
Hello,
Right,
Vecna, my old friend.
Hey, wait a second.
Love it.
Gem's not Elric, and Elric is not Gem. I'm gonna have to change those around.
That's correct.
Yeah, and we've got like a quarter of my face as well, so I'm like trying to like shuffle.
Everything was perfect before I went live, but lo and behold,
I can be Elric for the day. I don't mind as long as he doesn't mind being GM.
Well, that means you have to give the doctor's log recap then.
Oh, considering I wasn't there, that'll be interesting.
I know. Speaking of, we're going to flip the script. Geoff, you can go first. Which Geoff I mean is up to you two. Elric.
My name is Geoff.
Okay. I do answer to Elric. Okay, so Doctor's log. Date estimated around 10th or 11th of Alturiac 1493. Time unknown. We spent some time reassuring the kid and getting to know each other a little. It seems our new drow follower, as well as the knight in shining armor, have sentient weapons of their own. My weapon has a particular disdain for the drow woman's weapon. I asked my weapon, no matter how silly that sounds, and it claimed that the drow's weapon felt like it shouldn't exist. We tried to rest. I treated the kid as well as I could. He had a lot of previous wounds, but seems to respond well to medicine, especially stitching. As we rested, we were attacked by a gloamwing. At this point, my totally awesome scribe turned out to be a sizable dragon. I wish she told me before, as I could have saved money on wagon parts, because I'm a bit of an ingrate. Hey, stop adding stuff like that, would you? As it is, she really saved my day. Heroically and spectacularly took out the rat bat by snatching its rider. I'm really proud of my girl right now. Or else. Wait, what?
What is happening?
The dragon that helped last game is also my scribe.
Oh yeah, you missed that, didn't you? Yeah, actually, well, Maurice won't know that anyway because Maurice has been,
just around the place.
Cartwheeling.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, excellent. Thank you, Eric. I do believe that was fairly insightful. Yes, Trax did, in fact.
I'll be. Sorry, 1 minute, guys. I've just got a parent phone call. Give me a sec.
Oh, good.
Do what you got to do.
Trax did, in fact, and this works because, like, you know, Maurice isn't supposed to know this yet because Maurice wasn't there, right? Presumably. But anyway, dribbling on. Thank you, Geoff. Now, shall we go to other Geoff?
Yeah, I'm Geoff. I respond to Geoff. So we were like walking through the shadowy place, and then we decided to have a little sit down, and then like the guy that's in the shiny armor, the Mr. Goodman, he has a sword that can talk. And the big guy with the mask, and he's got a sword that can talk, but none of the swords like each other. You might have to do an intervention at some point, make sure that all the swords are cool, because it's not good to have party infighting, especially not if the weapons are the ones doing the fighting. But then later, this rat bat, he came by, and it was looking really mean. And then the big guy with the mask, his lizard turned into a bigger lizard. And I'm wondering if maybe moth can turn into a bigger rat, if that's just a thing that can happen. So then I made lightning come from the sky, and it did okay, but the big lizard kind of just destroyed everything, and then turned back into a little lizard, and now we're just there.
DM note: Moth is now a were-rat. Thank you very much for that. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so we didn't exactly have a lot of progress because it was like sleepy time and then rat bat time, I guess. But you know, this is what happened. And this is what happened. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Yay! Thanks, Sevs.
All right. Well, like Mark just said, or Geoff, or whatever the people just said, we didn't really do much. We kind of got out and we kind of walked a little bit. Turns out I was very, very hurt. But my top is very, very clean and nice and all that sort of stuff, and didn't get damaged in any of the fights. And you know, I kind of wandered around and fell asleep like a little dog. And then they woke up and they started shouting. There was something in the darkness, but I can't see in the darkness, so I didn't really see anything. And then there was a big dog dragon. I'm sure it was a dog. It was like a different color dog, but I've seen a dog before, and that looked very much like a dog. And it bit, and it fought stuff. And then there was, by all accounts, there was a bat thing that people talked to me about, but I didn't actually see anything like a bat thing. And I just kind of went, oh. And that was it. Basically, it just died. And that's all I got, to be honest, because nothing really much happened to me.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Lovely. All right, Kiran?
Sir Aldous Goodman reporting for duty. As mentioned, we have found ourselves into the Shadowfell, and for no discernible reason, we were previously investigating a sanctuary full of cultists. In order to, I got captured. But we found ourselves in the Shadowfell, and we've managed to evade zombies and all sorts of other ghouls and all sorts of threats. But just as we were about to hit night time and sleepy times, I was on watch and I noticed that there was a rat dragon sort of thing that was flying towards us. And one of my compatriots sent their dragon to fight the dragon, and then the dragon defeated the dragon. And it was very fun. It was a good fun time.
All right, very nice. I think we're down to just Jem and Sven now. Who wants to take it?
Okay. So I listened to last week's episode, and it was brilliant, by the way. But Maurice didn't know anything that was happening. So I believe that Maurice slept through it, and everyone forgot to wake him up. And that while he was sleeping, he was having a dream of the most normal day that anyone's ever had. Like, he was working in an office, he got up, he was in bed next to his wife, and got himself some breakfast, walked past his kid and was like, my life's a dream. Started walking down a busy city street, looked in a mirror, and then started devolving back into the relic and woke up screaming, at which point he noticed that all kinds of shit had happened. So, yeah, he's sort of woken up a bit kerfuffled. But yeah, that's what Maurice has been doing for the last week.
So you know, everybody else's headcanon is that Maurice just kind of stayed in the hoop snake formation. When everyone settled down to rest, he just started spinning off around the place. And that's why he wasn't present during the episode.
Well, that works as well. I like that.
Yeah. But I think maybe while that was going on, he was in fact getting a full, complete rest with that dream. And it would, like, you know, come to the point of you waking up screaming just as you sort of like land and unfold next to the party's feet, kind of like right at the end of the fight.
Yeah, that would be terrifying for everybody.
Yes. All right. Well, then we only have one more to do, and then we can get on with things. Sven, how are we doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
What is Qualak reckon?
Qualak is starting to see all of these pieces of a greater puzzle fall into place. And maybe he's even writing some of this stuff down in his own personal journal. I think I mentioned in the first episode that he did have a blank book that he was kind of writing stuff down in, and he even tried to sketch images of the figure that he saw in his dream, and maybe we see him sitting during that long rest sometime, and he's got his back against the incline. He has secluded himself in a darker corner of the camp, and we just hear that sound of like pens scratching on paper, but like a quill, you know that sound? And overlaid on the top of that is his internal dialogue, and it's like, what fate has befallen us? How is it that one who has spent his lifetime gazing at the stars finds himself tumbling through the darkest voids between them? A new game is afoot, and the pieces are arrayed on the board before me. As much as it pains me to admit it, I have come to the realization that if I am to unravel this mystery and win at this new game, I must learn to rely on this ragtag group of outcasts and misfits. 2 new revelations have come to me since we have found ourselves in this place of shadows. First, and definitely foremost on my mind, I have discovered that we are in the presence of not 1, not 2, but 3 sentient weapons. How many times in the history of all the realms has this occurred? I could probably count that on my hands alone. And to make matters worse, one of these weapons I have discovered is the fabled sword of Cass, a lieutenant in Vecna's army, one who he calls the Betrayer. He who cut the hand, the Lord of Secrets himself. Second, I am beginning to understand that this place is some sort of, trying to think of the word here, crossroads. For the beast that we faced on the night before comes from a realm whose name I have also forgotten. But is there a chance that we could use this to our advantage? To travel between the realms of the material plane? Perhaps the answers we seek we will find at this market. That's enough for me.
Very nice, thank you very much. Alright, everyone gets a hero point, because you all did wonderfully, and that is where we are at. Now, to expedite matters, you killed the Glowwing and its rider. Well, Trax did most of the work, let's be real. But that was done. You were able to settle back into your rest and finish it without any interruption, so you can all mark off a long rest.
I think I already did that.
If you haven't already, please do.
And I've discussed it with the rest of my party as well. We're all going to head in the direct opposite direction of the market.
Sure, no problem. Let's go.
Damn it, that's not the response I was hoping for.
I'm always prepared for you guys to go in the complete opposite direction or any tangent you like. Always.
The shiny dog just did say the market is kind of over there.
Yeah, it's east of the graveyard that you came out of. You guys maybe traveled a little bit to find a spot to rest, so you'll be coming back into it from the north. Now I'm just going by the direction you guys headed off from the cemetery. But it's not too far from where you have actually had your rest. You should be able to get there without too much trouble if you want to head straight there.
Are we looking at like 10-minute walk or?
Maybe an hour. Yeah, no jokes. Yeah, no, like literally 10-minute walk.
Okay.
So, is that what you just want to do? You want to head there?
Yeah.
Shopping time.
I
Well, they have
think
chicken.
Woo, shopping trip.
they definitely
Look at
have
the-
chicken, but the chicken here in the Shadow Realm is a different kind of chicken than you
Well,
might
that's what I was
think.
going to ask the elf guy. The elf guy knows about the Shadow Realm chicken. I'm just wondering, is it like normal chicken, or is it like turkey chicken, or like beef chicken?
Yes, you, Elton Keywood. Please praise us again with your knowledge of chickens.
I dare say, friends, you probably don't want to eat anything that they're selling in that market. No, probably not a good idea at all. What we're looking for there is information.
I can't eat information, can I?
No,
Well, no.
no, you
but
cannot eat information.
If you didn't bring rations, well, what kind of adventurer are you?
We're on an adventure?
I
This is
mean,
where I pull out one of my many spirits bottles and have a swig and say, rations. Put it back.
I've said from the start, I'm not an adventurer. I just kind of like got dragged into this thing. That dungeon that I was supposed to be in is the first ever dungeon that I've kind of seen.
I've read a lot of books, and that's usually how all adventures start. Nobody really goes out and says, "Oh, I'm an adventurer." I mean, some people do.
No,
but
I definitely
the best
did that.
adventures are accidental ones.
No, I definitely
Oh,
did
so
that.
so everybody else has never been in a dungeon before.
Oh no, I've been in several dungeons.
Oh,
Yes, yes, young lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to.
No, as far as
we're all going
dungeons
to
are
die, aren't
concerned,
we?
this is the
oh,
probably I would give this 6 out of 10 as far as dungeons are concerned. A little bit concerned with the lack of services that they had available to us. It was a bit drafty, you know. Could use some work, but definitely had potential.
cool.
It wasn't the worst dungeon I've been in. Probably
Tell
good
us
starter
about
dungeon.
the worst dungeon you've been in.
Yes, please describe the worst dungeon that you've been in. You have my attention.
In a lot of detail,
I
please.
am
Can
vividly curious now as to what the worst dungeon
Yeah,
is.
Start walking.
the
Mark.
worst was an open air
You're
dungeon.
walking along.
So they basically put me on an island surrounded by sharks that I couldn't leave.
That's
I
not a
could see
dungeon.
the sky. It was.
That's just
They were
That's
like,
a
"You just wa-
sandman.
it's a dungeon if they're putting you there and watching you the whole time. It's not very good.
So wait, where
I
was
took away
I?
everything I could do to do music.
You were
That
on
sounds
a
like a creepy island.
you were on an island and you were surrounded by sharks,
Yeah.
but still they had
Yeah.
the ability to observe you while you were there. How were they doing that?
They had hot air balloons. It was fucked up, okay, and I don't know whether I dreamt it, but I've been around for a long time and bad things have happened to me.
But it's just
I've got a question. So, if you weren't allowed off that island,
Yes.
how did you get off the island?
I waited. It took me like 15 years and I saw a chance and I left.
It
One
looks
of the, yeah, I was there
chance
for a long time.
What chance did you see? What eventually got you off the island?
I think what happened was one of the people that were observing me fell for me and tried to let me out. But as we were escaping, he died. So he got eaten by a shark. So I don't know what his motivations
so
were. It was
were
really
you
horrible.
using that person
That must
as
have been
like
it.
a raft to get out?
No, he brought a raft, but it was only big enough for one person technically, and I may have taken up too much space.
That must have been a dream because you're pretty old.
Yeah, but this happened about 60 years ago. So like I was
60?
pretty old then. Yeah.
You
I
know,
was a real catch,
If
according
someone-
to sharks as well.
put me on a deserted
Right.
island that was surrounded by sharks. You know how I would get out of that?
How?
Sea
Eat your
turtles.
bananas.
I would wait on
You'd
the
sea
shore
turtles?
until a sea turtle is swam by. I will wait and I will catch it. And then I would wait again till another sea turtle swim by. And I'll catch that one also. I will catch them.
Wouldn't
and
the
then...
sharks eat the sea turtles?
Yeah.
No, have you ever tried to eat the sea turtle before? That a very hard carapace on the
yeah.
outside.
No.
That's the
I
sea
believe
turtle
Carly.
can travel unaccosted by the sharks. And of course, if
But
you
like
get
with your
enough,
keen mind, you would have been out within 2 weeks.
if you get enough
you would
sea
have been out within 2
turtles
weeks.
and you strap them to your body like a sea turtle exoskeleton, not only are you safe from the sharks, but they also serve as a sort of life vest as you bob up and down through the surf. Yes, I see that you have your hand up. You're adult though. You don't need to do that.
Mr. Kralik, I've got two questions, okay?
Mhm.
One, how are you strapping the sea turtles to you? Two, what happens if they go underwater?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that. Here's what I would do. First, I will fashion
Hold your
a
breath.
rope made of my own hair. And I would use my dexterous fingers to intertwine them together to fashion a sort of almost like a hemp rope but made of my hair instead. And then if the turtles, if they were to go under, what I would do, is I will feed them only things that makes it so like bread or something, so that they can't dive anymore under the water, so that they stay above the water. You know, if you feed a sea turtle bread, they can't go down. Yes, you there, the drow lady. I see you got your hand up also. That's okay. We can, yes, please.
Where are we getting? How did you get bread?
That was my question. You stole my question.
I'm sorry.
I would take the seeds with me wherever I would go. I will keep them on my person, and if they search my body, they will never find where I have them hidden. Okay. Now, old man Relic, you have your hand up. Yes.
Yeah, they did strip me naked and cavity search me, so that's what it takes away that.
Okay.
Must have been a dream. Must have been a dream.
You always be careful though.
It's coming
If you
round.
secrete the wheat seeds in your body, you must remember that you left them in there because you don't want them growing and sprouting inside of your body. Things will get messy. Doctor, you had your hand up.
Yes. I don't know if this is an insensitive question, but couldn't you just remove the turtles from their shells and use the shells instead of the whole turtle?
No, because here's the thing, yeah? Even though turtles, they have a hard carapace, if you can use a spoon and scoop out the flesh, not only will they serve as your exoskeleton, but they will also be in-flight snacks for your journey to freedom. And I imagine at this point we're arriving at the market.
All right, I got three questions. Three questions.
Okay, all right, 3 more questions.
Where's the spoon come from? 2, can monkeys swim? 3, does monkey's hair grow longer?
First, the spoon, I will fashion the spoon out of the skull from one of the turtles I have caught. I will catch a small turtle and I will decapitate it and use the bones in order to fashion a spoon.
Yeah, I was put on an island in a turtle free zone. I saw one in my 15 years.
Oh well, shit! You were fucked then.
You would have survived.
Is it a sign saying there's no turtles here?
Yeah, no turtles. They must use magic because I knew someone could do what he described.
Can I just point out that you need more than just seeds of wheat to make bread? Even if you can grow the wheat, you still have to have the yeast. Did you make your own yeast?
Here's what you do. Yeah, you leave the wheat seed. You leave your wheat seed in there for long enough. It turns to. You have your yeast available to you, and then if you want to crush the seeds, you get 2 turtle shells. You hollow them out. You put them together, and you fashion a mortar and
fire. You have to oven cook as well.
Did they put you on the island with a shop?
I didn't say that this plan would be easy. I just said it would be foolproof.
Okay, are you on a beach that's attached to the mainland? Is that where you are?
I wasn't. I certainly wasn't. It sounds like he might be.
This is just.
I'm in a resort.
I think if I was trapped on an island, I'd probably just curl up in a ball and die.
Oh, yeah.
I nearly did.
That's also
Yeah.
Several times. Yeah.
Oh look, we're at the market.
Oh, we're at the market.
Oh yeah, we made it. We're right up to the market.
You'll be right at home, Carlick. You'll have all your needs.
Then I have rope. Look at turtles.
I want to
Yes.
chase a
The
diamond.
first thing that I want to
Here they
find,
accept wheat seeds as currency in this market.
Mr. Keyword, please point me in the direction of the finest turtle purveyor in this market. I think we need to make a few good purchases before we move on with this adventure.
We're never getting out of here. It's you people are all insane. I almost wish you'd left me with the Vecnans, to be honest.
didn't choose to bring you.
that was a bit much. That was a bit. Right, okay, look,
At
the
this point, I'll
market's.
put my hand on his shoulder and say, I know what you mean, kid. These people are nuts.
I mean,
He just looks up at you, eyes wide, and he's just like, "Huh? These
At
people."
At this point, I'm swinging on my spirits bottle.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
well,
So,
I don't
Oh, Mark.
think we bought you. We just sort of found you in a box, right? Like, if that makes you feel better.
Am I alright to
And
And you
use the
technically
sea
ruined our
turtle,
lives by transporting us.
the sea
Yeah.
turtle story as my semantic components for casting mage armor?
Except it would be your somatic, the story somatic. Yeah, that absolutely that works. Yeah, love it. All right, so the market is just ahead. You maybe like a block from it now, and you can see that it kind of stretches out for several city blocks. It's a pretty big market, and you can see at this distance it is quite populated. There are creatures moving about from street to street and from stall to stall. There's tattered canvas and shrouds separating, some of the stalls. You can't see what's being sold there, but you can kind of make out even at this distance that no one moving around the market is exactly human or like alive even. It's mostly ghouls, the odd zombie, skeletons, some vampires, things like that. So, what would you guys like to do?
I watched a play one time. It was called The Walking Dead, and in the play they put the zombie guts and gunk all over them, and then the zombies also they were zombies because they smelled and looked like zombies.
You know how unhygienic that is?
Yeah.
I mean, no, but
Yeah.
he does have a point, though. If we walk in there without some kind of disguise, we are going to stand out.
Elden,
I don't need one.
tell me, you seem to have a vast wealth of knowledge of this place. Do you know if these residents of this market are going to be hostile towards those with whom are still blessed with the vigor of life?
I mean, it's hard to say. I've not been there myself. It's possible, but
You're an expert on the Shadowfell, and you've never been here.
I never said I was an expert on the Shadowfell. I study the planes in general.
Like Boeing.
This is one of many of the planes.
Whoever edits this show, cut back to when he did say he was an expert, cut it into this.
Alright, here's what I want to do.
Then cut to the doctor saying, "Oh, great, a plane spotter."
We're gonna die.
I would like
hilarious.
to, if it is agreeable to the Dungeon Master, make a knowledge check of some sort to try and ascertain whether or not we will be walking into certain discord and death
Sure.
if we
Certain
approach
undeath.
openly. And undeath. Are we walking into the welcoming bosom of undeath, or are we striding forward unto the welcoming arms of progressing the story?
I think this one would be a history check.
A history check. Okay, let me try to recall some knowledge from the books that I have read about the Shadowfell. I have been interested in how the planes overlap and how to travel between them. If I had to put it into sort of numerical, I got to 20. a dirty 20. I think I might call that one.
Very nice, very nice.
Dirty,
I would just also like to point out that Elden Keyword is an expert in the outer planes. The Shadowfell is not an outer plane. Shadowfell is one of the inner planes, and so it's not his particular field of study.
Head expert.
All right, I'm
On
now
that
listen.
topic, there's some great mood happening here at the moment with the sounds that are happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good point. We get those from somewhere.
Where do we get them from?
It starts with a T.
Kazakhstan.
Turkey.
Turkey.
No. It's a website. What is it?
Tumblerdryers.net.
No. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Turtlerafts.com.au.
No. Oh, guys, I remember. It's tabletop audio.
Oh,
Tabletop
of
audio.
course,
Yes.
tabletop
Yeah.
audio.
Oh, how
Yeah.
did you remember that?
I looked it up. I looked at where I got the sound files from. I'm like, oh, that's right. That's where it is. So they have amazing sets of sound for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. This is not a sponsorship thing. They just let us use their stuff for free, so it's awesome. You can do the same, and they have it all playable through their website, or you can download the files and load it into your own soundboards, which we are doing at the moment, loading it into our virtual tabletop. So thank you, Tabletop Audio. While we're talking about wonderful people who help us out,
while we're shilling.
While we're shamelessly plugging ourselves.
Going for a shill on 7th.
I'm gonna spend some shillings, so we might as well shill in the process.
yeah, exactly.
Pretty exciting stuff, actually. We just got a whole fresh new range at Fruitbowl Dice. We just got a new fresh range of handmade dice, lovingly crafted in sunny, hot, amazing Melbourne, with not a speck of rain on the horizon. My camera's gone absolutely potato, but they come in these cute little boxes. 2d6s in most of these sets, not just one but two.
Ooh.
And my favorite part is check out these D4s, because guess what? If you lose those and stand on them, you're not going to be going off to the stratosphere, because they are cute little obelisks instead of a 20.
Fancy.
So you
Horrible
can't
D4.
seriously injure or maim someone with them.
Well, I mean, there's an extra one in there. So I mean, there's extras.
All right,
But then we've got little mini ones that he's made as well. And I really like this one as well. It's your traditional 7 set. This one comes with a pointy D4, unfortunately, but he's made these based on saltwater taffy, which I think is really.
I can almost feel the texture.
Camera
from
does no
here.
justice.
I like that there's 2d6 in there, because like, as you'll be familiar with my barbarian Gary, he uses a greatsword. Now, anyone using a greatsword needs 2d6 to roll damage. If you have to roll them one at a time, that's just going to take forever, especially if you're a high-level fighter using a greatsword. Do you know how many d6s that is you've got to roll?
So all you need to do
the other
is
set I really like is the
You get 2 of
these
those
guys,
sets,
'cause-
you're done. You're done. You're done for life.
these ones have fruit in them. You can't see it on my terrible camera, but they've got little fruits in them. So yeah, there's a good range. Most of them have, like I say, most of them have 2d6. But the fruity ones and the saltwater taffy only have the one in there. But you know what? They are beautiful, handmade, and they are slightly.
And you can buy extra ones.
They are
too.
gorgeous.
You can buy extra ones.
Really?
So, jump on there right now. It's fruitballdice.com. We just shared that in the chat. Click that link. Head over there. Buy yourself some dice. It is tax time. We know you've got money. Don't be stingy. Spend it all. Don't worry about your kids. Don't worry about your partner. Don't worry about your hopes or dreams in life. Buy dice because you know
Any
that's what
holiday
you want.
plans? Nothing.
Nothing. But the thing is, it is tax time, and we recognise that here at Fruitball Dice. So all of our premium dices, so not including the down here, but all of the gemstones, the crystals, and the special glass ones, they're actually 10% off with tax 10 or tax back 10. Don't believe me. At checkout.
Tax back 10 at checkout, as well as Crit and Miss, the affiliate code Crit and Miss. You get a free gift. set aside
They
all of
stack.
your aspirations for life and buy yourself dice instead, because life is too short. You need some fruit bowl dice. I rolled a 13 on my insight check to see if you were lying about whether or not Melbourne was sunny.
It's not.
It's not. Okay, cool.
I could have told you that. I didn't even
was
look
the
for
only-
it. I could have
everything-
told you that.
Everything else I said was 100% true, but the sunshine down here in Melbourne,
It's not happening.
that was a lie.
Yeah, you were stretching the truth a little bit too far with that one.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of stretching the truth, shall we play some imaginary wizards
I'm a
Oh,
wizard.
I'm
At least
looking
one
at
in
the
the
dice
party.
now.
or whatever your characters are?
Yeah. Speaking of, I also cast mage armor on myself too, Mark. I just
Yeah,
put it
good.
in the chat too.
Look, I will allow, because so here's how I look at mage armor, right? It's an 8-hour spell.
Yeah.
You cast it and it lasts for 8 hours. And an adventuring day is 8 hours long, generally. Right? So unless you're pushing past, you're lengthening your adventuring day, I will assume anyone that's using mage armor, so long as you mark off the slot, it's cast in the morning. You don't have to say it every day. You can just assume that it's on, provided you have marked off the spell slot for that day.
Also
Thank you.
casting mage armor. As a fighter, with no mage armor, I would like mage armor,
He
please.
cast full plate armor.
I put
Go
it
ahead.
on.
Alright, now with that history check of a 20, Qualek, like, you've read a lot in your time, I imagine. And you have studied the planes. Now, this isn't an outer plane, which is Eldon's, specialty, his field of expertise, sadly. So he's not sure. But between you both, I imagine, you would have read enough text to figure out that places like this aren't generally places that creatures like this are on the hunt, right? So they're not going to be actively trying to eat or kill you. However, you figure that if you do go in there without a disguise, the most likely assumption on their part is either going to be that you serve someone more powerful and therefore have their protection, like a powerful Shadowfell being, or you are rather reasonably powerful in your own right. Either way, unless you piss somebody off, you might get looked at funny, but you probably won't get accosted.
Could I recall perhaps the name, maybe some details about the powerful Shadowfell entity that I might be able to use as leverage or something like that? Should someone try to strong arm us?
Well, religion check.
Religion check. Okay. Where are you, religion? There you are. Okay, not too bad with that one. 17.
I mean, you could always claim yourself the Raven Queen.
All right. Listen. The denizens of this place are not used to seeing people like us. Now, I'm certain that they don't come here looking for a fresh meal, as it were. They're not on the hunt, but we should be careful as we approach. Try not to draw any unwanted attention to ourselves. I think for the most part they're going to assume that we are under the protection of some sort of greater being from here in the Shadow Realm. If we are asked, I might advise we respond that we are here on the behest of one Raven Queen. Otherwise, it might be best if we try to not draw too much attention to ourselves.
As he says that, I'm just looking at the party, like looking at the drow, looking at the Hadozi,
In
looking at
fact,
the ancient man.
it might be better
Yeah.
if you don't say anything at all. Speaking, of course, to you,
Yeah.
Flower Child, for I think of the 5 or 6 of us that are here, or 7, I can't even remember. There's a few more of us now. Of those that are here, I think that you probably stand out the most, especially with that colorful accoutrement that you persist in wearing.
It's a t-shirt. It's not a I don't know what accoutrement is.
Yes.
It's a type of sausage.
Yes.
Is it a sausage?
Your colorful sausage is going to draw unwanted attention to us, so keep it.
Yeah, I think Maurice, one of the ways he's gotten through life is knowing what people are afraid of and what to lean into. So I'm wondering if there's a certain check that you think he could make to be able to know what aspect to sort of put on if stuff starts to go south. Like, would it be... I want to see if there's like something that they would all be afraid of. Would I know of something? Or is it these people aren't afraid of anything?
I mean, they're mostly undead.
Yeah.
So just give me a... what's your best knowledge check? Like Arcana, History, Religion. What's your best one? Religion would be preferable. Actually, just give me Religion. Actually, that's preferable because they're undead.
Yeah. Yeah. That's +4. 20.
Yeah, cool. Look, they're undead. Holy water is something they're not not fond of. Generally good-aligned deities, or any celestial, really. Anything that is radiant in nature is probably kind of scary to these guys. Vampires in particular don't like the sun. You know that. Intimidating a vampire, however, is a little difficult, especially if you're, say, in a place like this where the sun never comes out.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake in that situation.
Yeah. That's helpful. I just know if I need to, I've got my celestial revelation, so I've got my inner radiance. That if I need to, I can bang that out. Or I was wondering if necrotic shroud would be better, but I'll keep that up my sleeve.
Yeah, cool. I mean, yes.
Yeah. The other question I got talking to the short little elf, I keep forgetting his name. You say we after information. Is there like? You see, we just walk up to the local, this guy, like the guy who's looking at us right there now. Because we're standing in the middle of this road now, looking at this market, having a bit of a chat, and the guy is just staring at us. Do we just go up to this guy and say, "Hey, you? How do we get out of here?" As I point into a guy like you.
That guy kind of starts to turn and shuffle away.
Shit.
He wants nothing to do with us. Yeah. Come on, kid. Let's go.
We need to ask about crackers of dust, right? That's how we get out of here.
I don't think it was crackers of dust. You're not too far from. I believe it was a crevice of dust.
No.
Yeah. You definitely
That's
don't want
perfect.
to get you don't want to get your
just send her in.
crevices and your crackers mixed up. You could find yourself in an unfortunate situation if you ask for a cracker and you're looking for a crevice, you find the wrong place.
Just another question to the thing. So, like, if everybody knew about these crackers of dust, then everybody would kind of go through the crackers of dust, and then we'd have all these undead, wouldn't we? In theory.
Maybe that's where they come from.
Well, no, the people usually die, and then they be like, I don't know. Actually, I'm saying this, but I don't really know. Look, what I'm saying is, the guy who's shuffling away. Let's get him and ask him, like, "Oi, where's your crackers of dust?"
Again,
Make me a.
we're not looking for crackers.
Make me a. What do I call this? I guess investigation check.
I can persuade.
Really well. I'll go ahead and attempt to persuade this guy. What language are you speaking?
Oh, he only knows one, and that's this one.
No, the this guy, who for all intents and purposes appears to be a ghoul of some description, just kind of like, and so like shuffles away.
Sir,
He kind of just points further down the road towards the market and just like, try over there, let's try over there.
See?
And then like wanders off around a corner and yeah.
Don't forget to tell him you work for Juan Ravenquin.
Juan?
Juan.
Singular
Raven
Raven
Queen.
Queen. Only
It's
the
the
one. There's not two of them. Is what I mean. You
Juan.
know, one singular.
Is that it? Is that
Is
a
it
first name?
Is
One
it
Raven
Juan? Or...
Queen.
How do I say this?
Oh, it's hyphenated. It's yeah.
Yeah, singular.
Juan Ravenqueen.
Only
Okay.
Raven Queen. You take the Juan and you get rid of that and you have only Raven. That's who will. You know what?
So,
Never mind.
my concern.
That
my
could be her
concern-
name, though. Do you know her name?
Well, I mean,
Is it Juan?
she
Juan?
she is
Oh, that's beautiful.
enigmatic with secrets. I don't think that's any coincidence, mind you. But at this point, I'm just letting things lie. It could be name, huh? Could be Juan. Who am I to say? Perhaps that is a secret
Beautiful name.
of hers.
My-
The little guy in the rainbow shirt does make a good point there. Like, we're just gonna go in there and say, hey, we need crackers dust and we work for the Juan. Like,
I think
what do you mean? Like,
perhaps if we come up with some sort of cover story, maybe we are agents of the Raven Queen and we're sent to this market here to ascertain the origin of someone who has come here to the Shadowfell and has done some sort of disservice to her. Perhaps uncovered a secret that she held dear, and she has sent us here to try and track them down and find where they fled to, or perhaps where they come from. What do you think of this? Jehovah?
I will raise that I've been having a lot of trouble saying any lies.
Yes, that is a good point. It feels almost as though someone drew a card from the deck of Planar Ruin, and that is making it incredibly difficult for us to say something that is not truthful. In fact, I believe that all PCs and NPCs alike cannot lie or deliberately conceal emotional intent, and that's going to make this whole sort of situation far more complicated than I originally.
I feel like I personally worship Tom, and so if you guys are telling me to act like I worship the Raven Queen, I don't worship the Raven
Well,
Queen.
it's
I
like this. You don't have to worship the Raven Queen. Just say you're working for the Raven Queen.
Oh, there we
working
go.
for Juan.
I feel as though the winds of change have come over us, and there is a new effect in place. One called Psychic
come
Overload. All creatures have
So,
advantage on intelligence.
new
and
rule.
charisma saves.
New rule: players and dungeon masters are not allowed to buy cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right.
From now on,
Retrofit it. Put it back in. That's
this
fine.
one counts.
It's fine.
This one counts because I don't want to. This one counts. You
No,
pay for
no,
it.
that's cool.
I saw it coming.
It's fun to play with. I just thought to make things. Yeah. No, we can put it back. It's fine. This could really add a nice layer. No, Sven's like, nah, fuck off.
It draws it randomly. I would have no idea how
Yeah.
to make it draw that card
Yeah,
again.
no, it's fine. It's not. It's whatever it is now. It's what it is. So Sven, please just go over again. I thought I just
I'm
yeah.
happy to say it's the Raven Queen.
All right, so all of a sudden I feel as though I can say whatever I want and I will not be punished impunitively for that, but I feel as though I will get advantage on my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws, and whenever a creature takes psychic damage, it takes an additional 1d8 force damage. But hey, what am I to say? So,
Whoa. That's really that's meta, man.
yes.
So,
I didn't understand any of what you just said.
I know.
Just keep that in mind as we progress.
hey, guys, look, I
Yes.
understand we're trying to make a plan.
Yes.
We standing in the middle of a road, trying to make a plan.
Yes.
The people in the market are staring at us because we standing here shouting and like talking to each other. They're like, fine.
Are
And
they?
you will notice now that there are actually a couple of ghouls, maybe a skeleton or two, and a curious vampire spawn kind of like starting to gather up at the top of the road. looking down towards you.
All right, let's
While we go shopping,
let's go. Proceed cautiously, act casual. Hey, what are you looking at? You look away.
Yeah, start running to the market.
And we just
Yeah, cool.
we're going to proceed.
What I will let you know as well, because Sven, you get a 20 on that check. So the Raven Queen is like as good a one as any to use if you need to, but bearing in mind that one of her main functions for people that pray to her is to protect their dead loved ones from being raised as undead. So it's more of a plausible explanation than one that will get you off scot-free. Like, it will probably make them more fearful of you than friendly.
Okay,
That's sort of what we're
so
a
just
little bit about,
again, people pray to her so that their loved ones don't become undead.
She's the goddess of death, and she's all about maintaining the balance. So all things die when they should. Right,
Okay.
so things that are being brought back from life into undeath, not okay with her. Right, so like she does not mix well with undead in that way, but she would give you a fitting purpose, and undead fear her, so that will give you like they're not going to mess with you because they might incur her wrath.
Okay,
And she lives in the Shadowfell, so it's not like she has far to go.
I relay this information to the rest of the party as well, as we sort of make our way into the market. And while we're doing so as well, Wallach will be trying to listen for whatever languages are being spoken here, because I imagine it might be a bit of a mix of undead dialects.
Cool. Well, all right. Let's say you start moving down into the market, and as I said, people are looking at you. Well, the creatures are looking at you a little bit funny, but no one's coming up to you, and in fact, they're all kind of giving a little bit of a wide berth. So they're gonna get a little bit hushed as you walk past. So it's a little bit tricky to pick up on stuff. But give me a perception check, just as you're walking through, and anyone else who wants to get in on that can. You might not infer the same meaning as Qualet, but
Not great.
I would still like to
9.
perceive wherever I can. So.
yeah, it's just I guess it'll give you an idea of the mix of languages and stuff.
roll with advantage on perception, so we can say it one now.
I just want to see what they sell in on these stalls.
Yeah, cool. So as you wander through, you're starting to get a look at sort of what's there, and I don't know how much of it is exactly, what you might consider goods. It's mostly ghoulish remains. They seem to be being sold as if they're intended for consumption. Like there's things like fingers pickled in brine. There are jars of blood, wrapped organs, things like that. There are shops that sell dead flowers, some frayed burial finery, jewelry. Of course, they're displayed on severed hands and skulls and the like. Elegant canopic jars, things like that. So there's nothing overly useful. And as far as food goes, well, if you want to eat ghoul, which is something that's been dead for a while, raised, and then is dead again, you could try it, I suppose.
No.
Seems
I
that
think,
these are mostly
could I do an
purveyors of
insight check
Darkar.
to work out? Yeah, I'm wondering whether it would. Could I do some sort of check to see whether it would be useful to buy some of that ghoul and have it on our person as in sense of smell or to deter the ghouls? Would that work? Would Maurice know that?
Survival check.
We'll be walking around with like a ghoul arm going like, oh, I'm
terrible.
really enjoying this ghoul leg. Yum,
Let's
yum,
just
yum.
have
So
to
good.
up to that.
Yeah, 14. Not very good.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's not terrible. 14 is not a bad roll.
Okay.
I would say maybe once you leave here, if you're wandering through the Shadowfell, maybe, but I mean, all it's going to do is make you smell dead, but you also still smell alive, right?
Yeah,
So-
but I smell pretty dead because I'm so old and crusty. So,
Fair, fair. Look,
you know.
it might be useful as like
Yeah.
a food distraction for a creature.
oh yeah.
Or
You know,
perhaps
like
a
you could throw
bribe.
it to a creature that's not very intelligent and distract it.
Is there a particularly nice
Alright.
cut of ghoul we can get to use as a bribe?
Yeah, I was wondering if there were some feet. Maybe is there a forearm that might be handy?
All right, well,
And some ears.
let's
Yeah.
find out. As you're coming into a little crossroads in the market, and one thing that I don't know if I pointed out, but the Shadowfell is all dark and shadowy and stuff, except for the rivers. So where there would be like river cross through and little bits and water cross throughs in Neverwinter, you're instead dealing with lava flows. So this particular part of the market is actually alongside a lava flow, and you're coming in from the north. There's a bridge that goes over the lava flow that appears to be guarded by a hulking skeletal minotaur. There are some skeletal horses to your left as you come in, and a few different stalls set up. They seem to be operated by vampires and their spawn, and there are ghouls and skeletons and stuff milling about the market. There's also what appears to be a boiling pot of blood in the center with like a ring of table around it, like a full table, like it's like the table's got like the middle section taken out. Maybe a server would it looks like it to be a door that lifts up, and the server would be able to go through and like serve stuff out. There's some stools around it. There's a skeleton sitting on one side, a ghoul with like a bloodied mouth. Looks like he's just been digging into, a fresh bowl or whatever. And on the corner there is a sort of looking a little bit out of place, a young tiefling lad. Kiran, would you like to give us a description of this tiefling that everyone sees sitting at this table?
Well, listen up, everyone. My name's Leo, and I'm 16 years old. I grew up in a monastery, and I ran away. I have black hair. I got red skin. And don't mess with me. I'm a grown kid.
and you can see that
Young kid.
There seems to be a tiefling from New York over there.
Oh my god.
you can see that that this tiefling is sort of like definitely out of place, but doesn't necessarily look super uncomfortable here. Like maybe it's a little bit like whoa, but they're not scared. And it even seems like the ghoul that's sitting across that's been digging into a bowl is kind of like looking at him with a little bit of deference, perhaps, as if maybe it knows something that you guys don't about this tiefling. And you can see as others walk past him, they're giving him a similar look to what they're giving you, but they seem to be much more afraid. I'll give you that on your passive insights. You don't know.
That means that I'll be instantly walking towards him then. Thank you.
Alright, cool. No problem. You may do that. I have checked the map
said-
over, I believe.
You said they were scared of Leo.
No, like, so as they're looking at you kind of a bit like, oh, better not mess with those guys because like we were saying, if you're here and not undead, you're either protected by someone powerful or you yourself are powerful. They're giving him a similar kind of look, and it's quite obviously not about him himself. He's just this little tiefling kid, right? But it seems like they're probably very afraid of whoever they think is protecting him.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I immediately, as we enter the market, I put my hand up onto Flower Child to like stop him from walking, and I look to my right and I point at the lava flow and I'm, hey, look over there. You see that?
Well,
Yeah, that's lava.
I thought he was pointing to the bodies. Sorry. Oh yeah, I can see lava.
Oh yes, that's lava. Don't eat it. Okay, I know it might be tempting to eat it.
Look.
It's not good for you.
I know lava.
Yes, I know.
Eldon pipes up and he's like, "What did you go on a date with it once or what?"
Look, you better shut your mouth.
I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page here, okay? All right, just make sure.
Healing
I know.
spells for you later.
Yeah, you better be careful, Elvin Keywall. He's no someone you
No,
want to
I don't
mess
know.
with. Yeah,
I've
don't.
never seen lava before in my life.
I know it
Never
might be
seen lava
tempting. I
before.
know it looks good, but it's not good for your insides. I definitely would not recommend eating any of that lava at all. Okay, just despite what your instincts might be telling you, 8 out of 9 doctors do not recommend you eat lava. Is that not correct, doctor?
It's true. Don't eat lava.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't eat the lava. Also, don't eat any of the ghoul, but I guess that's more of a personal.
Don't eat the lava.
Oh, I was wanting to get some pickled ghoul fingers because you never know when that might.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean,
Well-
you can get some ghoul fingers. Yeah, they look like little pickles. Ha, that's fun.
There's a few stalls here if you want to go and check one out.
Yeah, I would like some pickled ghoul fingers, please.
All right, I think you might find the pickled ghoul fingers somewhere over at one of these tables.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
There's a
We can go
weird.
pick some-
There's a red fellow there.
Yeah, I've noticed this one also. The rest of the locals seem to be giving him a wide berth, looking at him a little bit the same as what they regard to us. Perhaps this one is not from here, or perhaps this one is under the protection of some sort of powerful entity. Either way, I think this could be a good lead for what we are looking for. For if he is not from the Shadowfell, that means that he, not unlike ourselves, must have passed through one of these crackers of... No, you got me saying it as well. No, crevice.
Crackers of dust.
Crevice of Dusk is not cracker. You got me saying it, I'm all mixed up. Crevice of Dusk. And if not, then perhaps you know someone who does know where we can find one. So, I suggest
Sven.
that we send our most charismatic member of the party to go speak to him. I don't know who that is.
I got you covered.
Don't worry, I got it covered.
Yes, very
We'll
good.
we'll give him some ghoul fingers. That'll be a nice icebreaker.
Ah, yes. No, who doesn't like a nice finger that has been rotting for the past 12 or 13 years or something like that? Yeah, what were you going to say, Mark?
Can you make me a perception check with intelligence, please?
Yeah.
That being your spellcasting modifier.
I'm sorry, what?
So I want a spellcasting-based perception check. So perception with intelligence.
Perception with intelligence. Okay, let me try and think about how I should do that. So intelligence is a +5, and my perception
Yep.
is a...
You have proficiency in perception.
Yes.
Then just roll an Arcana check. It'll be the same roll.
I do not, actually. It's a +2 to my
No. Okay. Well, in that case, just roll a d20 and it's +5. It's straight.
Okay, I'll just roll that one.
Intelligence.
Oh, that's not too bad. 21.
Okay. As you're looking at this tiefling kid and talking about him, you get a distinct feeling of recognition from the ring around your finger.
I feel as though I've seen this one before. There's something in the back of my mind. Finger, ghoul finger, my finger. And he looks down at his ring, and he's like, eh. He sort of turns away from the rest of the party, maybe sort of covering up what he's doing inconspicuously with like his robes that he sort of let out now that they're at the markets, just to make a little bit of a flashy show of himself. And he might try and slip the might try and slip the ring off of his finger, rather. He might try and slip the finger somewhere. No, he's taken the ring off, trying to do it like, just shit. I had this on for so long, so I'm stuck. Fuck. Yeah. And he pulls the ring off. But he holds it very, very close to his finger. Like, if something goes wrong, he's going to immediately put it back on.
So
Are we supposed to know what this is, or...?
no.
Okay.
So as you do this, you hear just the faintest of whispers. It's like, my boy. But the voice is familiar. And you're briefly reminded of another tiefling you knew recently.
Oh my god.
By all that is unholy in this place. And he slips the ring back on. And he's like, couldn't be. Could it? He's like looking at the boy's facial features.
Auntie Lizzie. It's him. It's your boy. But he can't see you. Neither can any of the rest of them.
Oh, am
But
I
you can
here?
see them, yes.
Oh dear.
You can see kind of, and it's kind of interesting as Quilic pulls the ring from his finger, you can see the end of his finger, it's quite large. And then as he puts it back, your view goes back to basically the same as what Quilic says. Just in this moment, it's been darkness until now. But you're being shown what your friends have found.
My boy.
Wait a second.
And then
And
back to dark.
Quilic is going to start approaching the boy, and he's like to, Mr. Goodman as well. He's like, "Come here, come."
Oh yeah. What can I help with? I'm happy to help.
I want nothing more than to watch you interact with yourself. No. He's like, this boy is familiar. Yeah. There was a member of our party who, and he's like trying to see if he's outside of earshot of Flower Child to try and talk quietly, who might have given their lives, or given her life rather, to your rescue.
No. Then I owe that member of your party a life debt.
Yes, you do. And it appears as though one more thread of fate has been added to this tapestry. Look, you see that boy there?
Yeah.
I believe that boy might be related by blood to the one whose blood was spilt.
So Goodman stomps straight towards the boy and goes on down on one knee and says, "I am Sir Ultras Goodman of the Neverwinter City Guard, and I hereby swear myself to you on a life debt that I shall make sure that you are safe and that you succeed in your goals and your aims. Second only to my previous life debt to Lord Neverwinter himself. How does this sound?" And the Leo is going to sort of feel uncomfortable with this much attention and say, "Hey, get away from me! Stop it!" And he's like going to try to find the shadows, but as the sort of attention from all different angles finds him, he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. You can bear a life debt with me. That's fine."
You can see, as this is going on, the ghouls and the skeletons and even some of the vampire spawn sort of all look towards Sir Goodman. And the vampire spawn in particular look really hungry. But there's a vampire woman in the corner, actually, at the stalls that you were looking at the pickled ghoul fingers.
One, please.
Yeah, and you can see she kind of like looks over from you at the moment, and she just kind of waves a hand and doesn't even have to meet the eyes of all of these other creatures. And they all just back up and leave the moment to continue. And she comes back to you and looking over those. But
Why?
yeah,
Mr. Goodman, if that's your name, I'm remembering it correctly. Get up. This is really awkward.
Yeah, okay, I'll get up. Anything for... and he sheathes his sword and stands proudly. I shall be by your side for as long as you need me.
Why are you harassing a child?
I am not harassing a child. I am honoring a life debt.
Right. Okay.
Whose life I'll trust?
He's kind of harassing me a little bit.
And so the vampire behind the counter leans over to Artoria and she's like, these your friends, dearie?
I think so. I don't really know anybody's name. I kind of just found them in a cave. They're nice.
Okay. Well, they seem a little bit out of place, I might say. I mean, you look like you could... a little bit dark of complexion for a Shadakai, but I've seen living elves here before. But it seems like the rest of your friends might be from Neverwinter. I've not been there in a while, I must say.
I don't know what an Everwinter is. Sounds warm. But what I do know is I want 1 jar of your finest school fingers.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see, here's the selection here. They're all of premium quality, I assure you. And she nods towards the ghoul that's standing kind of to your left, and you notice that he's slowly growing back fingers, so all of his fingers are little nubs.
Fresh, amazing. I'll grab those and I'll be back in a second. I need to talk to the little hairy one, and I'll come back and I'll talk to you.
Okay, thanks very much. See you soon, dearie.
Shuffles over to Qualek. That lady seems nice. Should I ask her about the biscuits crust?
Yeah. No, of course, he still seems like distracted by the tiefling boy, but he sort of brings his attention back towards you, shakes his head for a second. He's like, sorry, what were you saying?
The nice lady over there, she asked if you guys are all from Neverwinter. But she seems really nice. Should we ask her about the crackers of dust?
She...
Better
What are we
idea.
here? Why are we
Better
here?
idea. Just don't talk to her.
I did, because I got these. They're fresh.
Yeah, you should probably stop doing that.
We're at a market. Why are we here? I'm so confused.
Do we have a
She
reason
sort of
to believe
deflates a little.
that this
Maurice is like,
purveyor-
come with me. We'll shop together. If you're happy, we'll just go look. I want to go look at whatever's on that table on just the next one down. It looks pretty interesting.
Before you leave this table, Maurice, can you give me a history check, please?
Sure thing. $21.
All right. So the vampire that Artoria was just speaking with, there's something familiar in her voice. Taking a closer look, she seems old. Like, not just like she was possibly an older person when she was turned, if she was turned, but that as a vampire, she is old. She has a shock of long white hair. She's dressed in, fairly simple garb, blue tunic with like pink sleeves, black pants and boots, a cloak draped around her. But she seems kind of, I guess, friendly and inquisitive for a vampire, which is something you remember quite distinctly from perhaps 50 or so years ago. Let me just check. Since maybe 10 or 20 years ago, around Neverwinter, you might have had some encounters with this one. You might even remember a name. And
would I remember an approximate of a name?
Well, I'm going to say that the name comes to you just as she looks to you and goes, Maurice? And this is your old friend Sangora.
Sangora, where is this where you've been?
Yeah, I haven't been back to Neverwinter in a while, not after that night. What are you doing here?
It's a very long story. We were in a dungeon, and then we saw a guy in a cage, and then we were transported, and we slept through an attack last night, and it's been a journey, and I'm just so glad to see someone that I know. Are these your friends here? And I look around to see, like all the random people.
She'll nod towards a couple of individuals in particular. Let me just check which ones they are. All right, so there's up in the top left-hand corner over here. There's that one, and then I think, yeah, she nods to that one over there, and she goes, "I mean, that's fine. I guess he's a friend. The rest," and she motions to the other vampiric-looking creatures. They're more my staff, I suppose.
Oh, you're doing well for yourself then.
Well, I've been here a while. I'm quite well established, but I don't think you and your friends are really going to be interested in my usual ways, other than your elf friend here who wanted some fingers, which was quite refreshing. Also that'll be a gold piece, Terry. But maybe you're looking for something else, distraction, information. Like, what can I do for you?
Oh, anything you can do. New guy. So we picked up a new guy in that dungeon. He seems to know more about where we are. A new guy, and Qualek, I'll call Qualek over because he's pretty clued in. And I think that
comes over as well.
Yeah, and I'd just introduce them and be like, look, these are my co-adventurers on this latest adventure, and I haven't known them for very long, but they do seem trustworthy.
Yes.
This is my old friend Sangora.
Sangora.
I didn't know where she went. I last saw you Sangora. I saw you last 10, 15 years ago. It's been
Something
a long
like that,
time.
yes.
Yeah. What are the chances?
Every
What are the
time
chances?
that you say something, old man, I feel like I'm surprised by what comes out of your mouth. At this point, I shouldn't be surprised anymore that you're friends with a vampiric pickle finger vendor, but I guess I'm still
Oh,
getting
she's more than that,
used to it.
Qualek. She's more than that. Show some respect.
Well, look, it is a pleasure to meet you, Sangora. My name Qualek. Of course, as she said, these are my new friend. Huh? Atura, or whatever your name was again. We all
Told you
named
she
her
was
that.
nice.
Yeah, no, yeah, you were not wrong. Her appearance is
Yes,
kinda- No.
yes, Qualek, was it? I'm Sangora,
Yes.
and the proprietor of Sangora's Sanguinaries,
Mhm.
as you can see here.
Mm.
Now you and your friends seem to want some information. Now look, this is a market, so nothing comes free. But I will answer your questions for 20 gold pieces each. That's per question, mind, not per person.
20 gold
Or
pieces are
if that's a little steep, I will answer your questions in return for you answering one of mine.
And I sort of look at
Ooh.
Qualek and sort of try to discreetly give him a no look. And do I have to do a
Are you trying to hide it?
stealth check or anything? Yeah, I'm just trying to look at him and be like, no.
Right, so
like,
charisma-based sleight of hand. Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
Oh, that's fun.
I'm not sure.
Just have a look at your skill list and see if there's a filled-in dot next to sleight of hand or not.
No.
Okay, then just roll a straight charisma check.
Yeah. So just plus 20. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, could manage to
Yeah.
subtly, get that across to Qualek without too much trouble.
Yeah, so I think I just want to convey, look, it's better to give the money than answer a question. Because this is someone who, while she's friendly, is clearly also dangerous. You know, she's got a lot of power and pull. Yeah.
All right.
At this point, can I have wandered over with them and just kind of offered a chip in for the gold? Because I've got some gold I could chip in.
Wait. This is a market after all.
Fancy.
Bartering is part of the process. 20 gold pieces. First of all, might I just say, I'm surprised that we share a currency between the mortal realm and here.
Oh, well, friend.
So we're
If
friends.
you weren't listening before,
Well, that's good to
well,
know because, of course, friends
everyone's
get
a
the
friend
good
until
price.
they're not, right? Everyone is a friend until they're not.
Of course.
I don't just live here. I mean, well, I live here, but it's not like I've never been to the material plane. One likes to have funds for those excursions.
Of course, everyone needs a little bit of time off. I can't imagine how stressful it must be to run a fine shop such as this one.
It can get interesting. The Shadowfell has its dynamics.
Do
Yes.
you often travel between the realms?
I mean, not a lot anymore. I used to do it more than I do now. I've been kind of settled here for a little while, but
Well,
it's been known to happen,
if
yes.
you do have a little bit of time off, you should visit Neverwinter. It's quite nice this time of year.
That Lord's Ruin, you've got to be kidding.
No,
Oh, I'll
they've
just-
done some fine things with the city.
We'll just say it's still a hole, but we still like to party there.
No,
And I
they
give her a
filled,
wink.
they filled up most of the hole up. Now, the crevice is no longer a hole in the city. They filled it up. It's now quite a nice suburb. You can go there. They have quite a nice market there every second Sunday, I think it is. They sell all sorts of things. Hey, perhaps there is an opening for pickle fingers there. Huh? Corner the market, as it were.
Not a bad idea. Maybe I'll check that out sometime. But, not here to talk about me today, are we? You didn't come here looking for stories from an old woman.
Leo's gonna yell over to Sanguina and
Sangora.
say, Sangara, and say, hey, my friend over here is gonna get me some more of those pickled fingers. He owes me a debt, so more pickled fingers, please.
Yeah,
So they are good.
sure thing, young lad.
I don't actually have any money on me. I was just rescuing presents.
Can I
It's all right. And Sangora leans forward, almost inhumanly past Eldon and Qualek to look to Sir Goodman. Just quietly says, "It's all right. He gets them for free. His father's quite in."
Oh, thank goodness! I almost brought shame on my employer. I won't say anything.
May I please roll a medicine check and use it to inform these people of what I remember of the dangers of eating this kind of meat?
You can, but not with your scalpel, because that's not informing.
Is it worse or better than eating?
So no advantage, just a flat roll. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not very convincing.
I mean, no, it's not that you're not convincing, it's that you are convinced that it's perfectly safe to eat pickled ghoul fingers. In fact, they're probably quite tasty.
It's really good. You should try some. And Leo's gonna offer some to four. Oh no, he's on the other side. To qualify.
I've slowly moved across because I've seen something. It's this guy here. Is that a skeleton? See where I am? Like to the left of me. Is that a skeleton right there? Yeah?
Yes, it is.
So I'm slowly walking over there and I kind of...
The skeleton slowly turns around to look at you, and his jaw kind of like drops open. He's like, "Hello."
Oh, you talk. That's awesome. Look.
So do you. What?
Look, I've got a bit of a question. If
Yes?
I give you a gold,
Can I put my hand up your rib cage, please?
Sure. Why not? Go for it. Wait. I don't feel it.
That's not.
There's nothing there.
I know, but I just wanted to see my hand through some of these rib cages. I thought it was quite funny. I thought it was great. Guys, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing.
He's got his hand right up there in the skeleton's rib cage.
Get your hand
out. Trying to raise his arms and he's like, I'm Harold.
Get your hand out of that man.
I'm gonna be like, who let him walk off?
Let him. Hey.
Thank you. What?
Hey, be respectful.
Hey, I paid him a gold. Give him a gold. Thank you.
Okay, well, I guess it is a market after all. It's a place of commerce. Everyone has a price. Everyone has a price. Am I not right, Sangora? Or Sangora? Am I saying that correct? Sangora.
Yes.
Such a
yes.
lovely.
And if anyone's still paying attention, Harold is like rushed over to the counter where Fane, the other vampire, is, and hands over the gold. And Fane starts preparing like a skin wrap. We'll come back to that.
Oh no.
Now, as for the price that we're talking here, I certainly can appreciate someone who has an appreciation of the price of commerce and trades and all of that sort of thing. But 20 gold pieces, it's quite a high price. Now we've already established that we are friends. Certainly, you can do a better price for us than 20 gold pieces.
I got 20 gold pieces.
Hey, shh.
Okay, roll me. Okay, cool. Roll me persuasion. I was gonna say with disadvantage for Flower Child 4's comment, but then Artoria's saying she would answer a question. We'll flatten that back out. Just straight persuasion.
Okay, straight persuasiones. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so a 14, not great, but not too bad.
Can I give him my hero point?
If you like.
Not sure if it's worth it,
Will
but
that help?
might as well, I guess.
I don't think we're nearly we're half 3/4 through the episode.
Yeah, I've only got a +1. So.
And a 4.
If you want to use it, use it.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, second persuasion check to see if we can roll higher. No, that's a 12 on the second one, so the 14 was the higher of the two rolls.
See, as you make your offer, she thinks about it for a moment. She looks over the Flower Child and she smirks, and it's almost as if she's about to be like, "Nah," like 20 gold it is. But then she smiles again, like almost a little bit.
He's a good kid. His heart is in the right place, but he's slow.
You know how there's the friendly smile you give someone when you're doing business with them, and then there's that extra little smirk you might get when you know you're about to get something you really want. That's the smile she gives Artoria. Okay, I'm 15 gold. And one question.
So we say 15 gold pieces. Maybe we do 2 questions. 1 for the price of 2, huh? 2 for the price of 1, not the other. Yeah, that way. That one. For the first one only.
20. So 20 gold for 2 questions is what you're saying. Proposing, yes?
Yeah.
I tell you what.
2 questions.
I'll tell you what. 25 gold for 2 questions. And the colourful shirt answers a question as well.
Oh, Maurice will interject and be like, "We're old friends. Just ask me what you need to." And can I roll a persuasion to try and get her to focus on me rather than Flower Child?
Certainly try.
Thank you.
And you can have my hero
15.
point if
It's
you
not
wish.
enough.
Take my hero point. While we're at it.
Well, that's okay with Mark. We're just doing swapsies.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that okay,
you're allowed to.
Mark?
You're totally allowed to do
sure.
that. Yeah, anytime.
So 25
Okay, so
gold.
that's a 25.
Okay. She looks at Maurice and smirks, a toothy little old friend. If there's anything I don't know about you, that you haven't already forgotten, I would be very surprised.
Look, I'll answer a question. I don't care.
Wait, no.
Let's get this done.
No, we're bartering.
But if you
We're
ins-
bartering.
Look, I tell you what. Since Maurice is an old friend, ask me your questions. I'll ask one question of one of you.
Don't do it, kid.
Cool. I'm
I
happy
would
answer
like
the
to roll an
question.
insight check.
Go ahead.
All right. Insight coming up. 15.
Okay, 2 seconds. I feel like this deserves a roll from the other side. It seems to be straightforward.
Qualek, what he just said, or what she just said about if there's anything that I don't know about you, you have already forgotten. That's not sitting good with him, especially with the whole taken secrets from people.
Yeah.
And for Qualek, the most insulting thing, or like his antithesis, is taking away of information. That is literally worst case scenario for him. That is the most insulting thing that you can do to him. So he's going to turn back the same
on the back of...
and he's going to be like, 25 gold pieces, and we ask you 2 questions, and that is our final offer. Slams his fist down on the table. We're not going to give you anything else.
All right, my Hatuzi friend, you have a deal. She takes the gold, slips it into her pouch, asks you questions.
Okay.
Mark, while that's happening, if I cast Detect Thoughts, will that be seen as an action that could start a fight? Would she know?
I mean, what does Detect Thoughts say?
Detect Thoughts says...
It just says...
But do you have the ability
target
to...
one creature you can see?
Cast spells subtly? Do you have the subtle spell?
Yeah, I do.
Magic?
Yeah.
There you go.
I do. So it just says target one creature you can see within 30 feet. You learn what's on the target's mind right now. If the target doesn't know any languages and isn't telepathic, you learn nothing. It just says, as a magic action on your next turn, you can try to probe deeper. If you probe deeper, the target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in their mind, such as a worry, love, or hate. On a successful save, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you're probing into its mind, and until you shift your attention away from the target's mind, the target can take an action on its turn to make an intelligence arcana check against your spell save DC, ending the spell on a success. So it seems like unless I try to probe further, she won't know.
She won't know what it is, but so does it have verbal or somatic components?
It's VSM, and it says 1 copper piece.
Do you have subtle spell?
Yes, I'm just double checking that. Yes, I do.
The subtle spell makes it completely stealthy, or what does it specifically do? Because this is kind of important because you're real close range trying to cast here.
Yeah, it just says when you cast a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to cast it without any verbal, semantic, or material components.
Okay, yep, no problem
except
then.
material components.
Yeah, no, if you
But I
subtle
don't
spell
have
it,
a
she won't
bronze
notice
piece or
shit.
whatever.
Yeah, if you subtle spell it, copper piece, you would have probably a copper piece
okay.
in your things. You know, it's standard currency. So yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. You can subtle spell and cast Detect Thoughts. In which
I'll
case,
just do level 2.
yeah, in which case I'll give you her surface thoughts straight away. She definitely saw an opportunity to get some information out of you guys. What that information was there's no specific thing she's looking for. She was just opportunistically trying to learn things that maybe she could sell on to other people. Yeah, but she is generally just as happy to have made a little bit of gold. And you pick up the hint that maybe she'll try and catch Artoria on your way out and ask her a question anyway. That's all you're going to get from the surface.
That.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I won't prod anymore because there's a risk that she will
Well,
know what's going on.
keep that one active
Easy.
as I'm asking questions, because her surface thoughts, as they are sort of, I don't know, like, as I'm asking questions, like, you can't stop yourself from thinking about the answer to a question. Like, you know, as soon as someone says something, you think about it automatically without really consciously trying to recall that information. So we might be able to gather some more details that she won't necessarily
Okay,
give
yeah,
us.
it lasts up to 1 minute. So you better do some rapid fire questions, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a little bit of time.
You've got two.
Got two questions. Look.
I've got 2 minutes.
No, you've got two questions. That's what you've paid for.
Yeah.
Now, we've already
Sort of
established
question.
that you're not a stranger to Neverwinter, that you've traveled there at least more than once. Now, we come here courtesy of a crevice of dusk. We are looking for another such crevice that will take us back to whence we came from. You know where such a place exists. Can you tell me where it is? Where can we find a crevice of dust that will lead back to the material plane, that will lead back to the city of Neverwinter?
What you need is a stable crevice. Well done, by the way, on ascertaining that's how you got here in the first place. Not many are aware of these.
Yes, well...
Now, and as she's speaking, Maurice, you can see the thoughts that are popping into it. It's all matching what she's saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, look, no one on either side of the crevices likes people using them just all willy-nilly, right? Generally, they're guarded or hidden locations, the stable ones. I mean, anyone can wander through a random crevice while just walking down a back alley or a street. That happens. And usually the people that cross over to this side make fine meals for my friends and myself when they too. However, she thinks for a moment, and you can see she's like flicking through a few different, or she's getting to pictures of a few different spots in the Shadowfell. Looks like, maybe there's a cave here, a building there, a tomb here, and it settles on one particular tomb. She's like, yes, that one. I believe there's still a stable crevice in one of the former living family's tombs from Evernight, the Dollendars. It's in the graveyard, and I can give you directions. I'll draw you a map to where it is if you like.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
And Maurice, you've already got a picture of the directions in your head, and they seem to be accurate.
Okay.
Mark, can I? This is technically PvP, so let me know if it's not allowed. I'd like to try to pickpocket Flower Child while this conversation's going on.
That is entirely up to Sevs whether he will allow that PvP.
Go for gold, man.
Yep, cool. Alright, so still roll, and we'll just use his passive.
Yep. So sleight of hand or stealth?
Sleight of hand if you're pickpocketing.
Cool. $21.
He doesn't notice. Alright. What do you got in your pocket, Sevs?
I have random stuff. So there's a little bit of a bird's egg. There's a little bit of twine. When you get to the gold, you put your hand in the gold to grab the gold, and you feel it's like sticky, as if the pieces are stuck together. And as you pull it back out, it's literally just gold coated in hair and blood and all these random dirty body parts.
I'm gonna choose to fail this one. He's gonna, when he pulls it out, he's gonna be like, "Ew, gross!" Yeah. He like puts it back in the pocket. He's like, "That's disgusting."
All right.
Huh? Sound of the kid like confused while he's screaming.
Don't you ever clean your pockets? Gross.
Do you know you guys are all traveling with this gross guy over here?
I guess that will teach you a lesson to keep your filthy paws to yourself next time, huh? Did your mother never teach you any manners?
I'm gonna barf!
I'm so confused. What are you doing, little red boy?
None of your business. And he's gonna go behind Sir Altris again and just hide sort of like
An enabler.
Oh, look, there's gold on the floor.
Maurice is puzzled because he knows that like this kid eats ghoul fingers. So what could possibly have been in that pocket that grossed him out so much? And he really wants to find out eventually.
ghoul fingers are delicious.
While that's going on, I don't know whether anyone's paying more attention to that or Sangora, but she's kind of slipped up to the end of the bench and is leaning across to Artoria and she's like, "So, my dear, sword of yours, where did you get that?"
Oh, I found it in a hole.
Stop.
In a hole where?
Stop.
In a hole that's in a hole. Like, you know how like some rocks have holes in them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a technical name for that, but it was in one of those.
I see it.
I'll be like, "Oh, Artoria, come look at the lava. Quail, ask her questions. I'm going to try and divert." Is
But you're
there
not
a
allowed
check I
to
need
eat the
to make?
lava.
No, but we can go touch it. We can put our hands on top.
Oh,
No,
we
wait.
can see how
touch the
close
lava.
we
No,
can get.
don't.
We can see how close.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Go touch the lava. Whatever.
No, wait, stop.
Touch a skeleton, it's funny.
Yeah. Put your hand
Oh,
in
we
the
will.
skeleton.
We will.
Yeah. Touch
We
the
can
lava.
go touch
So
Do normal things that
we
you
can
do.
go touch things. Come with me.
Normal
Alright.
mucker things. Yes. Hey.
All right. So I link arms. And I give you a knowing look, Qualek, and we walk off.
Grab your hands.
Do I need to do a check of any sort, or?
No, you convinced her. You convinced her with touch the lava.
Yeah, I thought that might work. Nearly touch the lava. See how close we can get. All right. And I'll be
Sangora
really right
kind
next to you.
of sighs a little bit and then looks back to Quark like, "Okay, you have one more question."
Don't think that went under the radar, so to speak. Oh, radar has not been invented. Don't think that went under a person watching with a spyglass from the top of a tower or whatever. I see what you're doing, huh, Sangora? That was not part of our deal.
No, I was just asking the lovely young lady a question. She was willing to answer it.
That's right. And you ask a question, you pay for the answer, yeah?
Oh no, that's what you do. See, I have the gold here that you gave me. And I've answered one of your questions so far.
And Qualek, imagine he's climbed up on a little bench, little chair or whatever, bar stool, whatever's going on here. I don't know if they have bar stools, no? Then he climbs up on the actual...
I'm over by the table.
Yeah, he leans over now. He leans over. So he gets as close to Sangora as he can. And he's looking her dead in the eye. My second question. Why are you so interested in the sword?
Well, wouldn't you be?
That's not an answer to the question.
Do you know what that sword is?
I believe I have some idea the significance of that weapon. But again...
Well, then maybe that would be the answer to your question as to why I'm interested in it.
No, that's not good enough. A question cannot be answered by yet another question. Stop skirting around the answer. I pay good money for this.
So Maurice...
The sword is
Maurice
very
is still
powerful.
within 30 feet. Yeah. I'm within 30 feet as well. I'm just sort of slowly walking so I can pick up on anything too much.
I don't know of a creature of my ilk that wouldn't be interested in that sword. That's the truth.
Qualek leans back. He goes to turn away, but turns back again. And he's like, one more question.
She looks at you and arches an eyebrow.
Puts 15 gold down on the table. The boy. Where did he come from? How long has he been here?
Not long. And from same place you came from.
These are really delicious, by the way.
You should not be eating that. That's not any...
But
Oh, they're really nice.
Quite turns back
Sorry, good, but can I get another one, please?
to
absolutely,
Sandora.
here you go.
And he gives her a big smile. It's like, Sangora, was a pleasure doing business with you. And he
And
comes
you, Qualak.
down from the stool. And he goes to rejoin Maurice and Artoria. And maybe he would motion for the rest of the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
To join him. I don't know if they do. That's up to them.
I'm just a bit curious. If you was going to ask me a question, what would it be?
She leans over and smiles. But if I was going to ask you a question, I think I would have asked something along the lines of, what happened to you?
Well, that's easy. So, I was in an alleyway, and Neverwinter guards just turned up, and I'm here right now. Somebody mentioned spiders. I woke up in a box, and now I'm here. Cheers.
Answered about as much as I thought it would. Thank you. And she, quite like, you can see she only takes 10 of the 15 gold you put down on the counter and tucks that away and leaves you the rest. The extra.
Okay.
So did we
And
find
Maurice
where
is
the-
like, yeah, thank you. I'll see you soon. Because, like, he's like, he really respects her, but he also knows she's so smart. So that's why he's a bit worried.
She winks at him and is just like, not if I see you first.
And he giggles. A little girlish giggle.
Yeah, and I will, Joe, you remember that like, so that's not a foreboding, she's coming after you kind of thing. Like, that was how she used to say goodbye to you back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that your girlfriend?
Yeah, I was quite like immediate. Is like, Maurice, you definitely have slept with that vampire, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it on the island?
Yeah, was that the island with the turtles?
Oh no, that was after that, but she loved that story. That was one of her favorites.
Well, she must not have gone out much. All right, which way are we going?
All right. Yes. Straight to the point. Look, Sangora was true to her words. She gave us the information that we've been looking for. It appears as though, and he starts like pulling out the map that she's drawn, and he's like, she's not quite as proficient with the quill as she is with bartering, but it looks as though, and he faces one direction, turns the map around, faces the other direction, turns it back around. He's like, yes. It appears as though our destination has been divined. It appears if we go this direction and we follow that, and then if we turn left, no, right here, and then, yeah. It was in a graveyard, so probably not far from where it was that we probably gone back the same way we came.
Yeah, pretty much.
You used a lot of words to say that.
Yeah.
Alright, so short trek through the Shadowfell back to the graveyard. Can I get everybody to roll a d20, please, if you run into any trouble on the way?
Yes. Mark, there's one thing I forgot actually. I picked up that wand that Geoff Golgans or whatever his
Yep.
name was. Jarek Golgan's wand with runes.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering whether that was something that I would have automatically like investigated during a long rest, or do I need to take that to someone?
You certainly had time to look into it. Does anyone in the party have Identify as a spell,
I think
which
I
can be
do.
ritually cast over 10 minutes?
If I'm not mistaken, does that automatically
just check
happen when you
for
long
me.
rest these days? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure.
If I don't care what these days says, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Otherwise, the Identify spell is basically meaningless.
Well, I
'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
think
it's not going to tell you about curses. I'm telling you that right now. But it will tell you about the item. Let me just go back to where that is.
Yeah, because I'm just
Say
thinking
that
like,
Leo is tagging along on the insistence of Sir Altris.
yeah, I don't think he had a choice.
But before he left, he thanked his Auntie Sengi for all the fingers.
Yeah, nice. She gives him a jar for the road. I'm just checking some things.
We're going to have to talk about your dietary proclivities if you're going to be continuing to.
Oh, what? I can't hear you.
Why are we bringing the red boy with us?
Oh, look.
He's red.
We can talk about
Because
that
it is
later.
a life. I owe him a life debt.
But isn't a life debt like you have to kind of keep him safe? And I don't think where we go in is kind of safe. So you're kind of defeating the purpose of this life and debt.
Well, look,
Oh no! I've made the wrong choice.
I'm not trying to read between the lines and stuff. But if you go into the dungeon, the original, like the dungeon that we had before, then all the spiders came, and then people, like we lost people and stuff, and now you're just dragging it like a.
As I told you, you are incredibly intelligent.
Huh?
You are very, very smart. You're probably the smartest person in this party.
Twilight just greases him off.
Twilight turns around with a deepening scowl.
Yep.
That's the last time. I hope you keep your armor quiet. Next time you could do it yourself to get eaten by zombies, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, what? I can't hear you because I'm chewing.
Yep, so someone is going to do a Identify on the Wandy
I
one.
can do it. I can do an Identify.
Is there a roll we can
Awesome.
make, or
Read out the Identify spell.
no? I don't have it. I don't
I
think.
mean, you can do Arcana and it'll tell you if it's magical and maybe blah blah blah, but it's not going to like identify the object. That's what the spell's for.
Oh, so Doc Hovel does have identify. There you go.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Wait.
I touch and properties how to use them. Yeah, alright, cool, easy. It is a wand of magic detection.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
That could be
you can
handy.
mix that up.
It's fun.
Yes. Just pulling one of those up now. I'll tell you all about it. The new one, so it has 3 charges. While holding it, you can expend 1 charge to cast detect magic from it, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Oh wow.
Oh shit! I do have
Yeah.
identify. Oh, there you go. Anyway,
There you go. Cool.
Also,
So
so
yes.
is that the kind of thing that's in like the inventory, or is that like a
Yes.
homebrew?
Inventory.
In
Yeah,
there?
it's a standard magic item. Should be green. From memory. So
Cool,
go ahead and add
thank
that
you.
to your inventory. I don't think it requires attunement, so you should just be able to have it in your equipment. And if you equip it in your inventory, you'll then get detect magic show up in your spell list to use
Oh
it from
sweet,
there.
thank you.
Yeah, all good, easy. So heading away from the market, has everyone rolled me those d20s?
yeah, we got
Yeah.
Did we
3
get any ones
fours.
or 20s? 3 4s? Awesome. Any ones or any 20s?
Oh sorry, I haven't rolled yet.
for
I'll roll
mine.
now. I'm just rolling a d20 now.
Do you want Leo to also roll? Do you want 2 rolls from me?
Thanks.
No, you're fine. Just 1 per person.
Yeah.
All right, looking all good. So you managed to make it back to the graveyard without running into any more Shadowfell nasties, and you do in fact quite easily once you get in there. You see that as much as Sangro's directions might not have been brilliant, there's a couple of good landmarks that are, like drawn on there, and you find your way to the Dolendar tomb pretty much straight away. So I'm going to bring you over there now. Now we are at 10:30, so are we needing to wrap up now, or do we want to keep going for a while?
Might be best to wrap up. I think it might be a good spot to sort of bring it around.
Yep, no
In
problem.
that case, can I please use my hero point to just look around and find the best position from which to start the next episode? Like, if there's actually
smart.
like a nice piece of cover that sounds like it'd be the nice bit for the next episode, it'd be really nice to use my hero point to just duck into that.
Sure, except just give me a second.
Now I would like to use my hero points
I've
to
at
find
least
the
got to show you
nearest
where you're at.
50 caliber handgun.
I'd like to use my hero point to ride Sir Altris as a mount. It's not just on the shoulders. It's like, charge!
We a rating? Is this? Oh wait.
Alright, look,
No, like,
you come up to an area that is the entrance to this tomb, and it's basically a roof supported by stone pillars with an entryway in one way and stairs that go down, and there's a stone door at the entryway, and above it is engraved Dolendar. This is the name of the tomb that it is. Now let me bring you across to that map. I believe we're nearly there. Feeling fog here. Putting you guys on the map. Now there's a lot of you now. Alright, so we have a camera, we have you guys. This is basically where you guys are at. You can arrange yourselves however you would prefer to be arranged. The tomb is here, the door is in that wall. And so there's some of the broken down wall of the graveyard behind you. Kralik, I guess you're atop a statue there.
I was just as
That's
far
on the
away
other
from the
side
door
of
as
the-
possible.
Well,
Okay,
so the things that puts you outside of the graveyard wall.
oh shit, okay.
That the grey section, like that, no, it's all grey, but there's grey rubbly section. Yeah, that's the graveyard wall. Now, Kralik, before we actually kick off, actually no, don't worry about that. That's fine.
Mark, can I turn on my detect magic wand?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And all your friends start glowing because they all have magic items.
Sweet.
Yes.
But otherwise,
Specifically my goggles that I've been wearing the whole time, and the ring that I'm wearing.
Ooh.
now this is the scene as it is. Let me just check something. Yep. Okay. Ew. So
You're allowed to make that sound, Mark.
I totally am. Here's the really interesting part: is that none of you notice what's about to happen.
I know.
And so I think on that ominous note, as you guys are approaching the tomb, and something that no one's noticed is about to happen, we're gonna have to call it for this week. Because no, I'm not going to be that mean. However, I am going to be this mean. Just want a memento. Quality, does this? Sorry.
What?
Quality, you've been hit by an attack. Would you like to do anything about that?
Shit. Am I allowed to use my
reaction?
Well, if I have it, I don't even know if I have shield. I don't think I have shield.
If you have shield, you may use. Oh.
Oh, I'll. Well, I mean, if it's something that I know is coming, Maybe our silvery barb's it, but I don't even think he sees this coming, so he probably can't even react to it, right? Seems fair to me.
No, you certainly can't see it come. Yeah, okay, very true. All right, and so what happens is you are grabbed from behind. An arm goes around your shoulders and pulls you up against it, some kind of humanoid figure. I will reveal it now, and I would like to have you all roll initiative with disadvantage, please, as you have been surprised.
Son of a bee sting. Oh, man. Bad rolls here.
I got 18.
All right, should I start rolling
Can
up
I
my
do
new
anything?
character?
Can
or
I?
We're going to do that later.
I mean, maybe not. We'll see what happens. But as the rest of you, I guess, whip around in reaction to whatever sound Quailek may make in this moment, you see one of the vampires spawned from the market has grabbed Quailek and is about to sink his fangs in, or at least try to. So that will be the initiative rolls. Now, this, I think, is probably the effective point to leave it, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm
Quailek's
already
now
planning
being
how
held.
to save him. So.
Yep, nice. All right. So it looks like to you guys that Leo is first up in the initiative. So we'll see how we go when we come back with that. Excellent.
Oh, man.
Shit, Quailek's pretty far back.
That's all right. I've been thinking of what my backup character should be, and I got a
we're not
couple
gonna
pretty good
act
ones
like
lined
that.
up. No,
Hey, it's fine.
Quailek's dead. He's so dead. He's gonna die. I'm gonna make it really dramatic and drag it out, not unlike I dragged out the turtle story. We're gonna have a 25-minute death scene.
Just a suggestion for inspiration for how you're going to drag it out. There's a scene in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie where, like, Pee Wee Herman actually plays a vampire, and his death takes about 10 minutes.
Classic cinema.
And you could probably model it off his.
Great cinema. No, I like to blaze new trails. I like to be a man unto myself. But I just want to say, thank you everyone for playing some Dungeons and Dragons with me. It's been fun.
Thank you. That was a great session. Thank you, Mark.
Did we mention the soundtrack? I don't recall mentioning the soundtrack.
Yeah, but we can mention it again.
We
Yes.
can.
This soundtrack was brought to you by Junkie XL. That's right. We splashed. We got
Junkie
someone
XL.
good. No,
Great.
it's tabletopaudio.com. If you enjoyed what you heard being suavely slid into your ear canal, then make sure you check out tabletopaudio.com. If you're running a game, they've got everything you need. Sci-fi and fantasy.
I can even tell you that the name of the track you've been hearing tonight is called Nightlands.
Nightlands, fighter of the dayland,
Oh!
champion of the sun. Speaking of things that are champions, while you're at it, make sure you check out fruitbowldice.com because you got your ambience, but you need your dice to roll if you're playing games.
Yeah, grab some one-of-a-kind handmade ones.
Yeah. Like, I
So
mean,
pretty. I want to actually eat them. They look edible.
Okay.
You have to get some non-edible looking ones because
We
they
should-
look so
I
good.
know, it's kind of an issue, isn't it?
You're gonna need to start
There is a
putting that on the
disclaimer in the
packaging.
description, don't worry.
Yeah, just on the package. Do not eat. Just like lava. Do not eat.
Can we tell them?
Let them figure it out for themselves.
He's not there. Oh, well, we have
the
a
fine
friend
print.
who has eaten dice. He's not dead.
Oh, I thought.
You ate a
Try
friend
and
who
chew
ate
them.
dice.
He got angry
not
at
be
them.
like
and
Your
just-
friend a dog? What happened?
That's,
What
He
happened?
got angry at it.
And he ate
He
it.
kept rolling ones.
That
So
would
you
have been an
ate it.
unfortunate
That's...
poop.
yeah.
It was only a little mini D6. I'm pretty
Well, at
sure.
least it wasn't a D4. That's like death.
What did he roll when it came out?
Imagine
That's what
trying
I
to
want to
guess
know.
that.
I don't fucking know.
Well, let's not be like our friends. We don't eat the dice. We buy the dice and we showcase them to our friends or on a shelf because they are that pretty.
Yeah, and
And
I hope I'm never
especially
so
if you've
angry.
One of those golf
No.
ball D100s, don't eat that.
don't eat that.
Oh, you know, that's a long game
Well,
though.
that's-
Like eating
yeah.
dice to see what you get. That could work.
Don't eat that either.
Yeah. So
Oh, don't it? That is very beautiful, though. It
they're-
looks.
they're much
That's too good
nice.
to eat, that
They're
one.
much too nice to eat. Eat the shit dice. Eat the dice you have
Some of
now.
them look
and then
really. They look juicy.
supplement your diet with some amazing dice from Fruit Bowl Dice. Right now, you can get 10% off with the discount code. I think it was taxback10. Yes, and also you can get a free gift if you use the affiliate code Crit and Miss or Sven is awesome. One of the two.
Yep, they will stack.
You're gonna net something fun. We'll
What
be back
if
again.
you start crit and miss and Sven is awesome?
There's only one spot for an affiliate code,
Yeah,
but you
there's
could
only
literally
one spot.
write a story
Just
there
write
if
the
you
whole
wanted
thing.
to, really.
Alright, Sven is awesome. On Crit
That's
and
what I
Miss.
should have
I'm
done.
going to start submitting NPC ideas through that form.
Speaking of things that are awesome, Mark, check this out. I'm about
Yes.
to do something. Check it out. Make sure you
Okay.
join us again next week, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on Crit and Miss. See that? I got the night correct for once. Ha ha!
Yeah.
I'm learning.
What stream is it though, Sven?
Far Beyond the Void? No, it's Vecna Eve of Ruin, of course. It's what you're watching right now, if you don't already know. We're going to be back 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Same place, same time. If you want to find out how Quadlake dies, you're going to have to be there live on Twitch. And of course, you know, give us a little follow, maybe a subscribe if you want to, you know, support the channel. That always helps. And
And if you want a spoiler, his companions will probably try to stop him from dying.
well, that remains to be seen. And of course,
Speaking of subscribing,
Speaking of
If you
subscribing,
do die, I can just heal you, but I can't keep this.
you can't keep the what?
Can't keep the skin on, but you won't go to waste.
Yeah.
Oh,
as you have a nice mink coat. Maybe that'll sell good at the old undead market.
I
Speaking
want to
of,
go back to the market. I think we missed some good shit.
yeah, we probably did. But speaking of undead things, make sure you join us again as well on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on Crit and Miss on Twitch for the next episode of Beck and Blackest Night, which is a Curse of Strahd actual play live stream featuring yours truly in the Dungeon Master's seat. And if that's not enough D&D content for you, make sure you check out Chronicles of Chaos as well on Twitch, YouTube, social medias.
We changed. We're going to try and change the date. So we are actually playing tomorrow night at 8:30. If you do not, if you want chaos,
And some Chronicles.
come into. If you want some chaos, honest to God, that is just complete meander. Please, join us on Chronicles and Chaos at 8:30 tomorrow night.
8.
It is.
What
It
else
is no
you gonna be
linear.
doing?
It is. Just get it done, get it done.
What
Get
else are
everything
you
out
going
in
to
the
be
middle of the
doing
week.
at 8:30? What else are you going to be doing? Hey, hanging out with friends? You don't have any friends. Let's be real. Jump on
All my friends are
Twitch.
here on this.
Make sure you check out Chronicles of Chaos. Give them a follow as well. And, you know, maybe subscribe. Send them a little bit of cash.
Sorry.
Send them
I'm
some
sorry for
underwear.
Sven. I just like to correct him. They do have friends, Sven. We're your friends.
No, well, I've got
Well.
friends, but the people at home watching this, they don't have any friends, so they just need to be on Twitch at all times.
Well, I
watching
just said
D&D
we're their
content.
friends.
No.
Yeah, we're their friends.
Your enemy.
No, if you want to be,
I'm your greatest foe. Look into my eyes and see your end. We're going to end this stream. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. All of the above, may all your 20s be filthy dirty. Good night.
Bye.
Boy.